Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. I've got something a little bit different for you today. I'm doing a product review. It's actually a sponsored video, so these guys have sent me this bit of kit free of charge, but it will be a completely honest review I do about it. So the guys at Carpuride sent me one of their 7-inch touchscreen navigation systems, so I thought that'd be really interesting to have a look at. Primarily for me, because all my bikes have got no tech on them, and using sat-nav I often will just have Google Maps running on my Android smartphone and then Bluetooth that to my Sena headset, and I just listen to the directions given as I'm going along, which is, it's fine. I guess a lot of people do that, but the headset in my Arai, only one side works, so depending on the bike I'm on, it can be really quite noisy. So I thought, hey, none of the bikes, as I say, that I've got any tech on them, apart from the BMW's got a bit, but not much, no sat nav or anything like that. So I thought, yeah, this would be really good. Not only for the fact it's a bit of a freebie as well, so that's quite good. So, okay, we're going to be doing a full unboxing and everything, really. It is a Carpuride W712d 7-inch touchscreen navigation system. So we'll do a full unbox and you can have a look at it, and we'll go from there. I'll also fit it to the bike, and then we'll do a road test as well, and see how it goes. So yeah, honest review time. Okay, so here we are, the Carpuride 712d 7-inch touchscreen navigation system. I mean, I keep calling it a navigation system, but really it's got a lot more built in than that. And I thought it'd be really quite good to have a look. But very excited about having a look at it, because there's, in particular, some features on it that I think are really quite safety orientated and very exciting. Well, and that looks really good straight away. That looks super, that does. So the touchscreen, 7-inch, IP67 waterproof. It's also got light sensing features in it, so it'll dim and brighten as needed. You can connect via Bluetooth to CarPlay or Android, so you get access to your music, navigation, phone, I suppose even Siri and your Google Assistant, what have you, for voice activation. So great. Okay, so let's have a look at what else is in the box. So associated brackets, we'll come to them in a minute. All the nuts and bolts for fitting. Super. Now, the one thing that I was really excited about with this kit is the fact that it comes with front and rear cameras, and they're 1080 HD cameras. So I think these are a real game changer when it comes to safety. Now, I nearly got rear-ended a few years ago at a really busy roundabout in Shrewsbury, and I was on an FJR 1300, and I didn't have, obviously I was completely oblivious to it, really. But we're approaching the front of the queue, and I'm turning left. It's the main route for heading into Mid Wales, and this guy in a Ford Ranger. I looked in my mirror. I was just about to pull away, and I had to brake because there was somebody coming woofing round the roundabout. And this guy in a Ford Ranger obviously just assumed I was going to go, and wasn't really looking at me, and then looked back at the last second and slammed his brakes on. How he missed the back of me, I really don't know. But I'll tell you what, if I'd have had these, I would have been more aware of the situation. Because these will feed directly to the screen. So you can either have one camera showing, or it'll do a split screen and show the front and the rear. And I tell you, I think I will always have this running on the rear, showing the rear view for when I'm going along. I think it'll be really handy in that regard. Yeah, quite a game changer with the safety, and for the price as well, it's just mad. Also, I've got I'll put a link in the comments down below so you can see the product on their website. And I'll also put a coupon code which gives 30% off RRP. So if anybody does want to take it up and have a look, I think that, you know, you'll get some good discount. I think they're about 200 quid, 230 quid, something like that. But you know, for everything you get, 2 HD cameras and the touchscreen with, you know, the access to the navigation system and everything. The other thing that I really liked about this is, you know, there's obviously a lot of occasion where you can't take your hands off the handlebars for whatever reason. It might be raining, whatever, and this comes with a controller that will sit on the handlebar, so you know you could use your thumb for navigating around. It's got a phone button, a refresh, home screen button. So I mean, again, I imagine this is really useful. It's got cables for direct connection to the battery, but also I understand, yep, you can use it if you've got a USB port on the bike. You can actually power it through a USB port, and then it saves you having to disconnect or the battery at all. So again, I think that's really handy. But yeah, I mean, it looks amazing, really. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be fitting it to the bike so we can see how easy it is to fit, and then we'll take it for a spin out and you know, see how good it is actually on the road being used. You know, as I say, it's compatible with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay with connection via Bluetooth. So, you know, it's suitable for everyone, really. And they even supply a 64 gig SD card. You know, you're going to get continually recorded footage, and it'll do loop recording, so it'll just, you know, overwrite itself when it gets to the end of that. I'm really looking forward to getting this fitted. It's like to say, I mean, I've got no tech on my bikes at all, have I? So, you know, it is nice to have something. Yeah, so there's different mounts in there, spare fuse, instruction manual. Yeah, all the brackets and fittings. Yeah, so let's get it on the bike and let's see how easy it is to install. I think it's going to be quite a doddle, actually. I think the most difficult thing is going to be routing the cables neatly, but we can work through that. I don't think I'll be using the USB thing because I haven't got a USB port on the bike, I don't think. Yeah, brilliant. Let's go and give it a go. Hey folks, well, a little bit of a delay there while I've just been waiting to get the bike back from the garage. Tom has fixed it now, which is great news, and just as a little bit of an update, the problem was the starter, so it had to have a new one of those. Battery was fine, regulator's fine, everything else all good, but starter gone, and I believe from reading on the internet that these suffer from this year of bike do, so that's all sorted now. Right, so let's get the Carpuride fitted to the GS. Okay. Right then, so we've just got to decide where to put it. I don't want to obscure the speedo or the other readout, really. I might put it where the quad lock is at the moment. I don't use it, and I haven't got a bracket for my phone. I don't particularly want to change my phone. I did have a look a little while back, and I couldn't see a bracket for my Samsung phone, so maybe it's just a bit cheap. But anyway, so yeah, we might just whip that off and have a look at mounting it there. I have to say, I mean, I know this is a sponsored video, but it does really feel good quality. You know, it feels really quite robust. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see where the bracket can go. Yeah, so I'm thinking here, really. If we just get rid of this. It is a powered one. I'm not sure if this is something that they took off as well, or disconnected as well. But it's got a USB A port just below the mounting, and I tried plugging something into that, and it didn't seem to be getting any power at all. So it might just be knackered. So I think that's probably where we're going to put it. Or the brace on the handlebars. So let's just see what else we've got in here. Oh right, okay, I see. So it comes with, yeah, this is quite quite big. but it comes with a set of inserts. So let's have a look at them. There you go, a little tool as well. The largest one slots into the back of the mount, which is a good idea really, because it's going to hold it in place, isn't it? I had this problem with the Transalp. Okay, just going to try it for size. Still not enough. Maybe it's got to go on the actual handlebar instead. I think that's probably better off on the main bar. So okay, I don't like the positioning with that. It sort of obscures the clocks a bit, so I'm going to try mounting it on this narrow brace on the handlebars, and then see if we can pull it forward a bit so I can get a full view of the dashboard behind, really. Let's just see what that looks like. Okay, so I changed my mind again. The brace bar was just too high. Let's show you. So we've gone with the actual handlebar itself in between the two brackets, as you can see there. And I think the screen is just right. It's just obscuring the bottom of the rev counter, but I can still see like the indicators and everything, and the main screen for MPG and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think we're just going to try it there for now, and we'll see how we go on with that. So let's look at the wiring. So that's nice and straightforward. So yes, they're colour coded. So these are the two cameras. Obviously this is the controller for the handlebar, and this is the power cable. Yeah, all good there. I have to try and hide all the wiring down here. So I have bought a pack of nice new pack of cable ties. Oh look, she's firing up. So mounted the controller here. Can't get it anywhere nearer to the thing, but I don't think that's a problem really. The one thing I've spotted that maybe I'm not so keen on is the fact that with it being directly connected to the battery, it's always on, you know. So we haven't got any key in the ignition at the moment, and you know, you can just press and hold the button and obviously it just comes on. So I might look for an ignition live in a bit, but you know, for now I'll just carry on doing the install. I just don't like the fact that, you know, if I was ever to leave the bike anywhere, somebody could mess with it or turn it on or something. So yeah, we'll come back to that in a bit. Okay, so I've connected one of the cameras up, but I don't know whether it's the front one or the back one, so I'm just going to connect the other one up and see if it displays which is which on the screen. I'm loving these little screw-in connectors. You know, they look like they're going to be really waterproof, which is good. I reckon this is the front one and that's the rear one, only because of the cable length. Right, bit radical. When I picked the bike up from Tom's, I was telling him about the kit, this kit, and I was saying about the mounting the cameras, and he was saying, "Oh, I'm just trying to think where you could mount it, you know." And he's right. It's, you know, there isn't really a lot of great spaces, so I'm going to be a bit radical actually. And what I've done is, let me just show you. So the camera itself comes on this little mounting bracket already, and this was straight, this was flat. So what I've done is, you know, I've just bent it a little bit, and I'm actually going to mount it right on the front there, you know, on the beak, and have it so it's a really good front angled camera. Some might not like it, but you know, I don't care. I think it looks good there. So just having a look at the placement for the rear camera, and I'm thinking on top of here. I think that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Looking back that way, it's not going to affect the light. It's just this has got a cover on. I just need to see if I can get that cover off, so I'll just unscrew that and have a look. Well, that was really quite a straightforward job, to be honest with you. There's no complicated thing. It's just working out how you're going to route the wires for the camera. Let me show you the cameras. So there's the rear one, mounted nicely just above the rear number plate and below the rear lights. And there's the front one sitting on the beak. The only thing I need to get is something to just tidy the cable up a bit here. You can get those little stick-on like, hook things, so I'm thinking of just getting one or two just to bob on there. I don't want to make it look any more obvious than it does, to be honest with you, but hey, I can live with that. It's really quite neat. I think it looks really neat and tidy there where it's mounted. Again, it's nice and secure. Cables all nice and tidy. All out the way. Nothing catches when you move the handlebars. Let's just power it up. Okay, it just loads the devices. Okay, so the home screen, you can see we've got the rear camera showing at the moment. Let's just turn that round. That's the front camera. I haven't set it up with CarPlay yet, but I'm going to shortly. So you can see the buttons all across the top here for your main menu settings. If we go into the camera, this is dash cam mode. I love this. So front and rear cameras shown at the same time for when you're going along. I love that. You know, I don't think it'll be a distraction, but you know, we'll give it a go and see. And you can record and you can lock the page and what have you from here. Voice control, so and also, you know, so I can either get back into the main menu from here or using the controller on the handlebar. So it's, as you can see now, the little red dot in the corner there indicates that it's recording now. Right, okay, what was I saying? CarPlay. I mean, Android Auto, you know, come on. Right, so I've already got it installed. I'm just going to go into pairing it. There it is. Carpuride. Calls and audio. Here we go. Oh, that's brilliant. I really like that. Well, this is going to be so much easier for navigation, this is. Loving it.
From the Sky News Centre at 3, Angela Rayner's resigned as Deputy Prime Minister.
Like I say, I think most of the time I'll be using the cameras and the navigation. So let's go and give it a go and see just how good these cameras are out on the road. Okay, let's stick with me. Well, that was a good test of the Carpuride device, I think. I really do like the front and rear cameras. You know, it'll be a game changer for me, this will, when I'm going through city traffic on my commutes. So yeah, I thought that was really good. I really like the way that it links with the Android Auto as well. You know, I pulled into the lay-by on the way back just to see how easy it would be to, you know, just pop some navigation in, and it was very easy. I like the fact it works with your gloves on as well, so you haven't got to take your glove off to get the screen to work. I can't remember what that's called now, but anyway, but that's a really good feature. The one thing I didn't mention is the screen can be mounted in landscape or portrait mode. I don't think I'd ever go for portrait mode. I prefer the width, especially if you're doing, you know, using the dash cam view where you've got the split screen. I think that'd be maybe, I don't know, maybe it goes on top of each other on the portrait mode. I'm not too sure, but I really like it in landscape mode. But as I say, that's there as an option. I found the controller for the handlebar really easy to use, and because there's only 3 buttons, if I just wanted to jump back to the home page, it was a lot quicker and easier, because I hadn't got to think about it. I just press the button on the bottom button to get back to the home screen, rather than, you know, tapping and bringing up different menus and what have you. But, you know, I think it's really, really good. I'm really pleased with it. I, you know, can't thank Carpuride enough for sending it me to test. And yeah, I hope you found it really interesting. And don't forget to use the coupon code for 30% off if you do decide you want to go and get one yourself.